Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Obey who say, What's up, Records Layer Productions here with you for another tutorial. This time we're going to get into working your ARC plugin in the Tracktion. And I'm going to show you why you want to do it and the way I do it. This is why you want to do it. Alright, this is the setup. We got track left and the track right. How you achieve this is when you put your file up, so you see it come stereo. Then you just making a mono signal. You get to pick which side channel you want. So this is what I did. This is for when I want to master a track or pre-master a track. Mix it down, give it a little more tightness on the mix down before I master it. And this, like I said, you put in the left channel. I got my other one on the right channel. Remember, whichever one is white, that's the one that's on. So just remember that. When you're hitting this, you're cutting it off. So gray is off, white is on. So right channel, left channel, both of these output into, let me make sure for you. Yeah, they output into the headphone mix track, right? Then on my headphone mix track, I got a pass-through rack, and I got the wet going, negative 6 dB. And I got it turned down. It's a reason it's turned down. You can turn it all the way up you want, but I want mine going out at negative 6 dB because when it's going to the ARC, you got to tweak your volume to make sure your volume matching when you run it. So you want to make sure that your volume matching when you run it. So you're going to want to play with your volume meters in your monitor section of your ARC. So or you could trim whatever way you want to do it to achieve it, but you're going to have to achieve it to get the best understanding of what the ARC doing and know what it's doing. You're going to want, same way you'll do with the plugin if you mix it down, you will turn it down to the level of what you already started off with when you doing your EQing or whatever, compressing whatever, right? So you're going to do the same thing. And like I say, so you're going to turn your wet all the way off, turn this up to your desired amount. Then you're going to make sure that this is always at the end of your chain, last plug-in on your output. So it's the last plug-in. On your track that it's going to, so you see I got this called monitor. So this going to my monitors because like I'm telling you, I don't want the ARC on my headphone. So I'm going to select a monitor track. And once I select the monitor track, it's going to my monitor's default audio going to my monitor. That's where that's going. So I'm going to put this rack on there, and you see I got the wet turned all the way up. I got the wet turned all the way up. So that's going to the ARC, turned all the way up. And I'm tweaking it down on the ARC too. So, like I say, it's to get my volume matching. That's why they don't say the same. It's to make sure my volume matching. Alright, so you got that part. And it's another thing you're going to need to know once you're running this. You don't want to put plugins on your master fader. You don't want to put no plugins on your master fader once you're doing multiple outputs. Once you're sending multiple outputs, because you're going to deceive yourself. And you're going to think you're changing what you're changing and you ain't. Like if you put something right here and you got your headphone mix going out 3/4. And when you're playing your headphone mix, let me show you. So if I'm playing it right, you don't hear nothing, right? Because it ain't coming out the main monitors, right? I got that turned off. So, but if you go to this plugin, once you get to move in this plugin, hear that? See what it's going to do? It's going to give you feedback. This is this visual point for real. Like now, once you send outputs into different, I don't know why Tracktion did that, but and then other things you'll notice too is if you see your volume over here stacking up, because remember, like you see, even though this is going straight out from my headphone mix, this is going straight out to my 3/4 outputs, which I renamed the print default, my print track. So you can see. It shouldn't be going right here, but you still seeing it right here. So when you think you changing something right here, you're not changing it, but it will change right here. But something about that what Tracktion doing in the background is making it go here, but it's not really going here. You seeing it, so once you put plugins here, I guess Tracktion is realizing, hey, it ain't no signal going here, or it's double signals going here, or triple signals. How many different ways you got it going out? So you'll get tricked right here. So remember, right now, this is my headphone mix is my master track, because I'm gonna put all my plugins here. I ain't gonna put no plugins on my ARC track. I'm just only have my ARC right here. So ain't no plugins going right here. So I want to do all my plugins on this track. So basically, remember, that's why I named this print default, because this is where my track gonna be going through. So when I'm finished, I can either turn this down. With the white caddy, with the paper tag. You know what I'm saying? I can turn this down so you won't hear the difference. You know what I mean? Right now, I got it turned to the ARC plugin because I want y'all to hear the difference too. So I'm gonna change it from the ARC back to the other output and let you see the difference. So, alright. And I'm gonna show you why you don't want the ARC in your headphones. You don't want it in your headphones. It's gonna make your room sound right. What it's doing, but in your headphones, it's gonna totally trick you. It's gonna make you think things happening that's not happening. But in your room, it fixes it because it's dialing it down, because it's accounting for, most of the time it's dialing it down. If you got a room like mine, you know what I mean, it's dialing it down because you're getting a lot of reverb back and stuff, right? So if you listen to that DAW mix in your headphones, you're gonna keep thinking you need to add highs all day. You're gonna keep thinking you ain't adding enough highs, and when you go back to your track is gonna have too much highs in it. So I'm gonna show you. All right, here we go. All right, this right now, like I say, in the ARC. I've been in and out without a doubt. They say him about it. In and out in public houses. I didn't live it as a kid, but being roamed all around it. That's not keeping it 100. That's just keeping it 1,000. Every day him was browsing. All right, so that was through the ARC. That's the ARC output, the main output. So you just was hearing the ARC. Now you're gonna hear the headphone mix. I'm gonna change it to the headphone mix. So. Not me, it was a brother, not my brother, they fucked the cousin. Ain't family, they fucked the cousin. They speak about it, they private public. My dick was private, they made it public. So many businesses came private, motherfuckers. Map game, tricky business. Play the trick, pay the trick. Hot potatoes, no time to hold her. She got a nice whip, I like to drive it, she like to ride it. Now her life is rolling, no need for brakes, but I gotta take them. Baby girl, I gotta take them. Watch I get to it. Alright. Watch I get to it. Alright. Yeah, alright. See, but it's crazy. I just changed the output, if you notice. I was just testing it to see. You know what I mean? Once I seen it, y'all seen it make the noise it was making, right? And then once I tested it, once I just switched the outputs back, now it's working and it's moving the 342 on the master fader. Another reason I don't want this right here. I don't want this. It's not gonna make good sense right here, because now I just noticed Once I played with the outputs in and out, I switched it. You can see it ain't bothering it. It ain't giving me no sounds, right? And it just was altering. This is 3/4. This is not going to the default output. The master output should be the default output. This should be only getting default. This is going to a different place than the monitor. So it should not be, I should not be able to, at no point, I should be able to EQ that. You know what I mean? At my master fader. So another reason, you notice you can do it. You won't be able to EQ at your master fader all your outputs that you running out. I wouldn't want that. So I definitely would not put no plugins here when I'm doing this. You could do that if you want, because like I say, it ain't no rules to it or nothing. That might be what you want to do, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to want nothing behind my ARC. And then what I'm going to tell you is, with just having that noise, if you be putting the ARC right there, it'll do that noise too. Let me see if it's going to do it. I ain't do it right now. It's working, but there you go. See? Get the noise. It's going to bring you a lot of distortion. So sometimes it might work, sometimes it don't. Then you're going to be saying, dang, sometimes it's working, sometimes it ain't. Man, stay with the way that you're not going to have no problem. Make your master output tracks. Make them. Leave this alone. Only use this for reference. Keep this at 0 dB because remember, these going to be your master fader tracks, whatever track you create. You're going to have more control in your mix by creating your master fader inside of your track, inside of your edit, instead of using this master fader here. You know what I mean? Only thing I'm going to do with this is fade in and out. You know what I mean? And I'm going to keep this at 0. I ain't going to do nothing with this. Only thing I might do is check RMS if I feel like it. My summon difference, I do that. You know what I mean? That's it. But other than that, I'm going to keep this at 0 dB because I'm always creating my master fader track inside of my edit. I always do that. Another reason is you only can get 4 plugins here, or you can create a rack. I mean, I always create a rack too. It's best to create a rack when you're mastering. I'm going to do another video on that. Creating a rack so you can keep pulling your rack up and it'll have all your plugins there at one time in one place. You know what I mean? So that's a good idea too. So even though it only takes 4 plugins, you can get more than 4 plugins right here because you can put a rack. But I can put multiple racks and 14 plugins can go right here. And I want to change it all out, and I like that I'm going to see them all going left or right. So, you know what I mean? I'd rather do it right here. But you could do it right here. Like I said, ain't no difference or nothing right here. And then I'm going to show you a difference, though, too. When you can track it for yourself. Make a master fader track. Put your plug-in right here. It's just, I like having an option, too, because, like, when you put your limiter right here on your regular track, right? You put it right here, and then you move your limiter and move it to right here. Sometimes you'll get a different effect. It'll sound different. So sometimes you'll want that effect, sometimes you won't. But it's just better to always have the choice too, though. Like I like that I got the choice. That's what I love about tracks. I can move things around and try it the way I want to try it right there. So now you get an understanding of how the mix works. That's basically the rundown of how you want to run your ARC. You want to make sure you got your plug-in set up, dry, only dry going on the send and one. On the return, one you want to have a wet up. And that's basically it. Alright. Watch I get into it. Alright. Watch I get into it. Alright. Watch I get into it. Watch I get into it. Watch I get into it. Alright. 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 Watch I get into it. Watch I get into it. I've been in and out without a doubt. They say him about it. In and out them public houses. I didn't live it as a kid, but I'm being roamed all around it. That's not keeping it 100. That's just keeping it 1,000. Every day him was browsing. Not me, it was a brother. Not my brother. They fuck the cousin. They family. They fuck the cousin. They speak about it. They private public. Not people private. They made it public. So many businesses.
came to private, motherfucker, this pimp game, tricky business, play the trick, pay the trick, hot potato, no time to hold her. She got a nice whip, I like to drive it, she like to ride it. Now her life is rolling, no need for brakes, but I gotta take them. Baby girl, I gotta take them. Alright, watch I get to it. Alright, watch I get to it. Alright, watch I get. They know I get it. Watch I get into it. Watch I get into it. Alright, watch I get to it. Alright, watch I get. Watch I get it. Alright, watch I get. They know I get it. Watch I get into it. Watch I get into it. I go hard, no probably. Sitting here where I ought to be. Freezing all of your company. Taking where that money be. My taxi is your luxury. Sorry, Slim, I had to. Clay one shit, cash rules. That's why we clash cruise. And I got some bad news. No rules. I still pass my skip class down HB. I had that good math. They smoke weed and they cop bags. It was ninth grade with the white caddy with the paper tags. Couldn't have a license, name on the title. I swear to God, hand on the Bible. 4 handguns, a Mac chicken, and a couple rifles. So keep your distance, I still a sniper. Yes, I am a Jackson, and I'm badass like Michael. Got to go like Bruce Lee. He say this, he can't be. He ain't him, he ain't me. Alright, watch I get to that. Alright, watch I get to it. Alright, watch I get. They know I get it. Watch I get into it. Watch I get into it. Alright, watch I get to it. Alright, watch I get. Watch I get it. Alright, watch I get. They know I get it. Watch I get into it. Watch I get into it. Alright, watch I get into it. Alright, watch I get into it.
There you go, man. You know what I mean? Another banger. You already know that. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Get your ARC set up right. You want to have your headphone mix set up right. You want to have your monitor set up right. You want to make sure you running this right. You feel me? You don't want to trick yourself. I'm going to show you again the difference. Like, you just hear it now. You can hear the highs now. This one is going to be muffled. We're going to change it. All right, so now we got them. They're opposite now. So
Alright, watch I get into it. Alright, watch I get into it. Alright, watch I get into it. Watch I get into it. Watch I get into it. Alright, watch I get.
I'm sorry. Y'all still listen to the same thing though, because I ain't switching on my 6i6. Let me show you what's going on right here. I got to switch it in my 6i6 right here, so still ain't getting it. I changed it to 3-4 right here.
Alright, watch I get into it. Alright, watch I get into it. Alright, watch I get into it. Watch I get into it. Watch I get into it. Alright, watch I get into it. Alright, watch I get into it. Alright, watch I get into it. Watch I get into it. Watch I get into it. I've been in and out without a doubt. They say him about it. In and out in public houses. I didn't live it as a kid, but me roamed all around it. That's not keeping it 100. That's just keeping it 1,000. Every day him was browsing. Not me, it was a brother. Not my brother. They fucked the cousin. Friends found it. They fucked the cousin. They speak about it. They private public. I keep it private. They made it public. So many businesses came private. Motherfucker, this pimp game, tricky business.
So, you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm explaining to you, what you're going to do wrong. When you use your headphones, you're going to be listening to, you're going to think that your ARC is, you're not hearing everything turned up. Like, it's going to have your highs seeming like they lower, and things of that nature. You know what I mean? It's going to trick you. It's going to have you thinking stuff going on that ain't going on in your earphones. But in your room, it's great. It's great. It's going to make your mixes so much better when you mixing with your monitors. It's going to make your mixes this better because what it's doing too is spacing it out. It's giving it the track more space, basically, for real. Like, it's panning it. Like, I could hear what it's doing. It's panning it. It's pushing the sounds away more so you can hear the sound of more frequencies to your left and your right channel. Your left ear and your right ear, you're going to hear the sound spanned out better to make you make better judgment. And then it's also going to dull down your highs for you in your room so you ain't getting that reflection coming back. You know what I mean? That's what it's mainly going to do. So when it do that, that's going to help you mixing with your monitors all day. You know what I mean? So we're going to show you again.
Alright, watch I get into it. Alright, watch I get into it. Alright.
Let me switch this back real quick so it won't be no misunderstanding of what's going on here. Let me switch this back. Alright, so I basically just put it back to how I already had it. This is my headphone mix. It's my print track, so it's going print default. Now it's going. So when you look at the 6x6, you're going to get the right understanding. You won't be getting tricked. Alright, now here you go. This is going, so you got the different mixes you can pick. If you're familiar with the 6x6, I got different mixes I can pick. Now on each one, I got a track open. See, I got DAW 1 and 2 open on this one, right? If I turned up, all the rest of my tracks mute, right? On mix 3, I got DAW 3 and 4 open. On mix 5, I got my headphone open. My other headphone mix open, right? Then on this one, I got the right headphone mix open. So I just pick. So what I do with this is, you always got to remember when using 6x6, if there's people out there that using it, and a lot of people be confused with it. Cause I got a couple friends that use it, and they had confusion with it, and I had to try to show them how you do it. But all you got to remember is this. You have 4 main outputs on the back of your 6x6, the 1, 2, and the 3, 4. Just remember that this is 3, 4, these lines, and they go into your second headphone jack on your 6x6, your second headphone jack to the right on your 6x6. This is the 3, 4. This is 1, 2. That's the first headphone jack, and your 1, 2 outputs in the back of your 6x6. Just always remember that. So what I'm able to do is, and I'm running to a big knob, so I got both my outputs coming to my big knob. So I'm able to switch over and listen to either mix. Like, so even though I'm telling y'all what I'm saying is about the headphone mix and making your headphone mix and your ARC mix is going to be good for 2 reasons, especially for people that use the big knob like I do. Like, so I use the Mackie big knob. All I got to do is press the buttons and switch between the interfaces, and I can hear the difference right there too. Like, I can hear the difference of what the ARC doing and what it ain't with my monitors too, like, and with my headphones. So I got the choice of hearing the difference, you know what I mean? And that's a good idea to invest in. Like, if you ain't got a big knob or something that you can monitor multiple interfaces with, you know what I mean? If you only got one interface, eventually you're going to get another one if you stand in the music. And like me, man, I be keeping all mine plugged up, man. I got like 4 interfaces plugged up right now. You know what I mean? So that's just how it be. So you want to make sure when you're doing it, I got mine right now. It's saying mix 1 left, mix 1 right. So remember, mix 1, like I say, mix 1, mix 3, mix 5, mix 7. So mix 1, whatever I got going out, this is what's going out. I got a DAW 1 and 2 going to come out right there. So this is going to be coming out right now. So, but right now, I'm only, what y'all hearing right now is only monitoring out my 3, 4 jacks. Just remember that. So right now, it's only coming out 3, 4 jacks when I'm doing. So I'm monitoring. I had to put, in order for me to make y'all be able to hear, that's why I got to change it right here, because it's coming out at 3, 4 jacks. So I got to change it here. what I changed here. It's still going out to my DAW. So like I said, I ain't gonna need to change this because I know these my monitors, them right there. I'm gonna leave them right there, but I could change these if I want. But I'm gonna leave that right there. So I changed this to 3/4. Yeah, so that's why you couldn't hear me because this outputting to 1/2, the mic outputting to 1/2, so you couldn't hear me. So I had to send this mic output to 3/4. So when I change it, all right, yeah, you can hear me now. See, now I'm on the 3/4 channel now. So I'm going to show you is all right. Look, pay attention to these faders right here. On this when on the 3/4 channel, and then watch the 1/2 channel. It's the ARC, like what I'm saying to you. It's giving you that room. Is you gonna see the difference of how the beat, the song is coming in, how the song is played off the ARC. It's moving things left and right, like it's panning. It's what it's doing though, because your ears depend on what you hear first, how you hear things first, how you perceive things first. So what it's doing is moving the song more to give you a left and right feel to make you understand where things sit. Like I say, so the frequency sit. So here we go, watch.
Watch I get into it. Watch I get into it. Watch I get into it.
See, it's the ARC right here. Look at the bounce on the regular 4 output. Look at the ARC. Now I'm going to show you the ARC. So I'm going to turn the ARC off, right? And watch the bounce stop.
Been in and out without a doubt. They say him about it. In and out them public houses. I didn't live it as a kid, but me roamed all around it. That's not keeping it 100. That's just keeping it 1,000.
It looks like this.
Was browsing not me, it was
a little louder,
now my brother, they fuck the cousin. Claim family, they fucking cousins. They speak about it, they private public. Not deep private, they made it public. So many businesses came private. Motherfucker, this map game, tricky business. Play the trick, play the trick. High potato, time to hold it. She got a nice whip, I like to drive it, she like to ride it. Now the life is rolling, no need for brakes, but I gotta take them. Baby girl, I gotta
Let's listen to the ARC.
Alright. Watch I get into it. Alright. Watch I get into it. Alright. Watch I get. They know I get it. Watch I get into it. Watch I get into it.
Alright, so you can see, right?
Watch I get into it.
See how the ARC, it dawed everything down? It dawed it down.
I go hard, no problem.
You mixing this in your headphones,
Freezing all of your company. Take me where that money be.
It's great for
My
your
taxi
monitor,
is
but
your
okay,
luxury.
ain't yours.
Sorry, slam my head too.
Don't mess the mix
Claim
up.
one shit, cash rules. That's why we clash cruise. And I got some bad news, no rules. I still pass when I skip class down HB. I had that good math. They smoke weed and they cop bags. It was ninth grade with the white caddy with the paper tags. Couldn't have a license, name on the title. I swear to God, hand on the Bible. 4 handguns, a Mac chicken, and a couple rifles. So keep your distance. I still.
So, there you go, man. There you have it. Hope this helped a lot of people, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people using the ARC, so, and confusion and traction, because people be like, yeah, like the same thing. You want to automatically still see everything come out this fader. Remember that? Look at this as a reference now. That's there. But make your own master fader track. And you ain't going to run into that problem. And you still, if you know you just going straight to your monitors and you know you ain't using your headphones, you can just drop the ARC on the end like you want to do it here. It's at the end of a plugin. You know what I mean? You can put it all the way at the end too, like what people saying they want to do. You can put it all the way at the end. It's going to be the last plugin. Like I say, always remember you keep this at 0 dB. Think of this fader going to be your master fader, or whatever fader you want to use as your master fader. You know what I mean? And pretty much it, man. Thank y'all for watching, man. Tune in next time. Like, subscribe. Get over to Laird Productions, man. Check out the free Tracktion downloads and free sound pack. Man, holla at your boy. Check out my rest of my tutorial videos. Man, like, subscribe. Peace.